Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I did this makeup look using the KathleenLights and Morphe collaboration palette. I really like this palette. It's so pretty. There's so many beautiful shades in here, and it's just a very wearable palette, and there's so many different things you can do with it. You could do like a simple look, or you could do a more dramatic look. So if you would like to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. So I'm starting off by priming my face, and I'm going to list all the products I'm using down below in the description box, and then I'm applying lip balm to moisturize my lips. For foundation, I'm using the Revlon ColorStay foundation in the shade Buff, and this is the one for combination and oily skin. And then I'm just blending that all in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge or makeup sponge. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm setting my foundation and concealer with the NYX Studio Finishing Powder. Then I did my eyebrows off camera, but I used the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. And then to warm up my face, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then for highlight and blush, this is a new product for me. It's the BECCA Mineral Splits highlighter and blush duo, I believe. And I have the one that's Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill, and then the blush is Hyacinth, I believe. And here I'm just showing you guys the palette. I think the colors are so beautiful, and I'm doing a dance because I'm so excited. I know I'm a weirdo, but the shades in here are just so beautiful. And let's get started with the eyeshadow. First, I'm taking this light pale shade, which is kind of close to my skin color. And I'm just using this to kind of set my concealer on my eyes. Then I'm going in with the Mauve shade, and I'm using this in my crease with a fluffy brush. Then I'm going into this kind of gold bronze shade, I guess. It's kind of like a pinky gold shade, and I'm applying this all over my lid with a packing brush, or a shading brush, I guess. I'm just applying it all over, and then I'm going into this other gold shade that's next to it, and I'm applying this to my lid, focusing on the inner half of my lid. So the inner corner up to the halfway point or the midline of my lid. Then with this lighter gold shade, I'm focusing this on the very inner corner of my lid using a pointed brush. This is kind of like an eyeliner brush. And then I'm blending everything out with a fluffy clean brush. And then I'm taking more of that mauve shade with the deeper burgundy shade, and I'm focusing this on my outer corner and taking it into the crease a little bit. And then I'm blending it out with a clean fluffy brush. And then I'm taking this kind of like orangey taupe shade, I guess. It's kind of like a burnt orange shade, and I'm using a big fluffy brush to blend this in my crease. And I'm also taking that darker burnt orange shade and buffing this into my crease as well to kind of blend everything out so that the colors blend out seamlessly, and I think it just looks good like this in the crease. Then I'm taking the highlight shade. This is the lightest highlight shade. I'm using this for my brow bone. And then I'm also applying this to my inner corners. And I'm taking more of that kind of burnt orange shade and applying this to my lower lash line, just not being very precise with it. And I'm taking that darker kind of plum burgundy shade and applying this to my lower lash line as well, but focusing on the outer corner of my lash line. And I also applied the black liner to my waterline, and then I used another brush just to buff everything out and blend it so it looks seamless and kind of looks smoky on the lower lash line. So with that, this look is complete. I just put the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Lumiere 2 on my lips. And this is another one of KathleenLights collabs with ColourPop. I just thought this color would look really good since my eyes are kind of like mauve. And then my shirt is mauve, so I thought it would all go together if I have mauve, and mauve. I really like this palette, the Morphe KathleenLights palette. It's very affordable. The shades in here are so wearable. The ones on the top row, I guess the ones on the top 2 rows are the most wearable because you get like a brow bone highlight and transition shades, and then some gold and mauvey purpley shades. And then it's always good to have a black eyeshadow in a palette, so you could use it to line your eyes or also to kind of smoke out the outer corner. And then the shades down here, these green ones, these are really pretty. I just didn't use them yet, but I'm really excited to try these out because I think they're just really pretty green. It's like kind of an emerald and then like an olive green, but they're both shimmery. So to do my eyeshadow look, I didn't use any makeup setting spray to intensify the pigment because I wanted to see how the shadows blended in on their own, and I'm pretty impressed by it. I actually think that the shadows in this palette are kind of a better quality than the ones in my other Morphe palette. I have the Morphe 35P palette, which is the plum palette. And the shadows on that palette are pretty good, but some of them, if you really want the pigment to be intense on your eyes, then you kind of need to use like a setting spray just to wet your brush. But with this palette, I found I didn't really need that. I mean, I guess if I did want the sparkles, like the shimmery shades on my eyes to be a little bit more intense, I could have used a setting spray. So the shadows in this palette, they blend really well, and like I said, they're pretty pigmented, and I think they're just it's a really good variety of colors in here. This palette is only $15, so it's really affordable, and I think Kathleen has a discount, like a promo code on her channel that you could also use to get a discount. I just saw today on, I think, Instagram or Twitter that Morphe is going to be restocking. They're going to be selling the palettes again, because these did go out of stock like last week. They are gonna have them in stock again, which is really nice because I know a lot of people didn't get their hands on it, and luckily I was able to get it because I ordered my palette the day that it launched, but unfortunately a lot of people didn't get to purchase theirs because it sold out. So I'm really happy that Morphe is restocking it. So if you already have your Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette, I hope that this tutorial is helpful to give you an idea of a look you can do with it. And if you don't have your palette yet, I hope that this was helpful just so you could see if you want to purchase a palette when it comes out again. And if you are interested in purchasing it, make sure you keep an eye out on Kathleen Lights social media to see when they are going to restock it, because who knows, it might sell out again. I have no idea. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!